Shigonya with the throw. There's Cassidy there, chesting it back, but it's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. Here's Vigil. Here's Gallardo. Sewer. It's turned there by Pedro Pintius. Goes back to Singh. Singh on the ball now. Looks to play it long. Looking for the run of Karui. Picked up by Gadura. It's not going to be a problem though for Koval, who grabs it and throws the ball out quickly there to Ruben Vigil. Joining us, just to say, the second game of our doubleheader, the women's game between these two teams, finished in a 1-1 tie, so honours even in the women. Ball's played forward, so it's trying to get under it, and Boswell has to deal with that. Knocks it back to Koval. Just having a look at the way the teams are lining up at the moment. Looks like Boswell is playing a little bit deeper this week than he was last week. Almost as in the centre-back position. Looks like Carson Crawford is going to be playing on the right. There's no Parker McLeod for the Hurricanes. A scratch on our game sheet, so no McLeod today. He'd be normally playing in that defensive formation as well. Here's Boswell. Tries to play it forward. It's intercepted. Here's Vinicius Boyd. Cuts inside, trying to find Nathan Wheeler. Well intercepted, though, by Benner. Looking for some options ahead of him. Boswell well in there, though. Timed that well. Bayangana sweeps it up. Monroe goes back to Koval, who has to be quick in his clearance. And Gallardo takes no chances and puts that behind for a throw. Here's Inga Bonziza. Didn't play last Sunday. He takes it on, tries the shot. No real power behind that, and Ratak is able just to gather that in his all-orange goalkeeping apparel. Koval is in all yellow this afternoon. The officials are in grey. Here's Cassidy. Here's Crawford, who seems to be playing more in a right-back position. He was the centre-back last week with Lucas Lee. But it looks like Crawford has moved across to the right-back, where McLeod would normally play. Here's Vinicius Boyd. And I think he lost his bearings a little bit there. He seemed to let the ball run out when I think he sort of lost where the lines were. Throw for the Seawolves. Monroe is there first. That'll be another throw. Looks like it might be for a nice afternoon. The sun's certainly out. It's a bit cloudy overhead, but certainly there's plenty of heat in the sun, which we're grateful for. Monroe's battling there with Sue. This could be a good battle this afternoon. Singh does well. Is he able to get the cross? He comes inside Boswell. Bayinga comes across. And that's driven against Bayinga, so that will be a goal kick. Here's Liam Boswell. Plays it long. That's a good pass. Well taken by Nathan Wheeler. Nathan's first game in a little while, recovering from a facial injury, so it's nice to see him back on the field and back in full health. One of the number of good island talent that's on this Holland College Hurricanes team this year, along with the likes of Colby Monroe and Liam Boswell. Payne Garner, placed to the feet of Wheeler. Picked up though by Gadora, and now Seawolves trying to get something going on the left-hand side with Cassidy. Manages to do well, and I think he's going to win the corner. Yep, corner says referee Deagle. So they've settled well into this game in the first 9 minutes. The Seawolves knocking the ball around nicely, trying to get the wide players involved. Seen both Cassidy and number 17, John Sue. Lots of the ball so far. What can they do with this corner kick? Might well be held up in the wind, just low. So Manny tries to get a flick on it. Only comes out. That's not a bad effort, and Koval had to watch that. It did. It certainly stood up a little bit in the wind. It was Karui, I think, who had the shot. And Koval wasn't going to take any chances. He made it look spectacular and tipped the ball over, but they got some more defending. This is, oh, he likes to punch. He had more time. He could probably have caught that, but it doesn't matter because the Hurricanes are now on their way forward with Nicias Boyd. That's going to be offside, though. McNally had strayed. Gallardo had pulled up. And not much doubt about that one. A pretty simple decision there on the far side for the assistant referee, Aziz Chiheb. One of our more experienced officials from the western end of the island. Here's Gallardo. Back to Benner. Goes across to Burnham. One of the leaders on the team, and certainly one of those players that Coach Ward is looking for this year to bring leadership. It's Cassidy. Playing Garner. Intercepted by Shagonya. Playing Garner picks it up, or he's got something on it, but the ball is back with the Seawolves. Ball goes wide again. Here's once again Monroe's there, and just went out right in front of us. Assistant referee Eden raised the flag quickly, and that will be a throw to the Hurricanes. 10 times winners of the ACAA Championship, the Holland College Hurricanes. Looking to try and make the playoffs again this year. It's Johnson, though, with an opportunity, well intercepted by Boswell, who's had a good start to this game, the number 12 for the Hurricanes. It's Gallardo. Back to Singh. Intercepted by Payne Garner. McNally manages to clear. Nice touch there by Inga Bonziza. Now the Hurricanes try and get something going with Payne Garner there. Plays it left-footed. Vinicius Boyd manages to get something on it. I think that's going to be a bit too hard, though, for Vigil, and that's going to go out for a throw to the Seawolves. Payne Garner in the midfield, chips it forward left-footed, just a little bit too far ahead of Wheeler, so that will go out for a goal kick. Seawolves happy just to knock it around the back, looking for some openings. Here's Ratak, the goalkeeper, to Singh. Benner. Hurricanes quite just happy to keep their shape right now, not being drawn into a high press. Ratak tries to go now on the far side. Is Burnham. Brings it forward. And in the end, a little bit of a nothing pass. 20 passes at the back there, and as soon as they had to make a forward pass, it didn't really amount to too much. Good shape there by the Hurricanes to make sure that they weren't going to let the Seawolves play through them. Edgar Boncaesar tries to find Vigil, but he's going to win the throw. Just going up to 15 minutes, still goalless here. Both teams sort of, you get the impression, just feeling each other out a little bit. Here's McNally. What can he do? Sends the ball in. Now can Vinicius Boyd get it out from under his feet? Back to Bayangana. He goes down. Nothing doing there, and the Seawolves will try and bring the ball forward. Oh, that's a strong challenge there by Boswell, and indeed the first yellow card has come out. A good bit of play there by Karui. And there was a late challenge by Boswell. He was beaten. One of those where you could say he was late. And I think referee Deagle tried to see if there was an advantage going to happen, but the defender for the Hurricanes had come across to cover, so he's going to go back for the free kick. So Boswell is the first in the referee's notebook this afternoon. And it's going to be number 7, Griffin Cassidy, who's over this, with Aaron Gallardo, number 2. Swinging towards the penalty spot. Bayangana with the header. Cleared by Vinicius Boyd up to the halfway line. There's Bennett. That's a bit of a loose touch, and now Wheeler picks it up. That's a good ball by Wheeler. He's managed to find Vigil on that far side. Burnham comes across. Vigil get anything across here? No, just ran out of space. Good defending by the number 4 for the Seawolves, and that will be a goal kick. Singh tries to look for a forward option, but goes back to his goalkeeper, who goes wide to Burnham. Sends it wide to Cassidy. Good play by Vigil. Seawolves, though, pick it up. Boncaesar tries to win it back, but the Seawolves manage to get it forward again with Cassidy, who's seen plenty of the ball, plays it inside. Here's Sewer. Rather sorry, it was number 20, that was Karui there, who's looked lively in the opening exchanges between the two teams, the number 20 for the Seawolves. Driven across, cleared by Lee. Looks like there was a push, and referee Deagle says that will be a free kick to the Hurricanes. Crawford's going to take the free kick. Goes long. It's just going to run through, though. The wind carries, it's just going to run through most of the time on this turf. And now the the Seawolves will try and build something. It's a bit of a loose pass though. There's Vigil. Nice turn by Karui. Once again, he's looking lively. Good play by Bayingana. Here's Cassidy. Looks to cut in on his right foot. It's good defending though by Crawford. Singh with the header. Inga Bonziza. Look for some options. Back to Crawford. Cassidy puts him under pressure and wins the throw for the Seawolves. Good pressure there by the number 7. Gadura on the far side. Chagonya clips it in. Here's Sewer. Once again, Monroe is right next to him. Does well. Hits it left-footed. No real power, though. It's Vinicius Boyd. Cleared by Boswell. Nathan Wheeler tries to get on the end of it, but he does force the hurried clearance by number 14, Bennett, and that will be a throw to the Hurricanes. Monroe takes it. Throw it once again. And Vinicius Boyd gets a push in the back. 17 there. John Su getting a bit of a talking to from referee Deagle for delaying the free kick. Something that we've seen cards shown for a little bit recently. If you watch the professional games, and something that the referees are cracking down on is any game delay. Rowe tries to get that under control, but yeah, the ball is back in the hands of Ratak. Here's Sewer. Gallardo. Karui tried to get on the end of it. It's cleared. Gallardo goes back. Good pressure there by Wheeler, so that will be a throw to the Hurricanes, but it's picked up again by the Seawolves. McNally's trying to get on the end, gives the foul. He hasn't been in the game a whole lot yet, the big number 13. He was a real handful last week when they played the Rams. Scored an excellent goal. Just seems playing a little bit deeper behind. Looks like Wheeler was playing as the out-and-out centre forward where McNally was playing last week. Maybe he's just getting to terms a little bit with that position. It's going to be a free kick. I think it was for handball against Wheeler. Here's number 5, Chagonya. First time by Cassidy, headed away by Monroe. Crawford doesn't head it forward, just heads it across goal. Bit of a missed kick by Sewer. Singh slid in, but came off the hand, so that will be a free kick. Boswell plays it short, looks for Monroe. Stretches to keep it in, but manages to do so. Plays it inside, but he's fouled late. And that is going to be a yellow card. Number 7, Sir, who just got that talking to for delay a game. So, fairly easy decision there for referee Deagle. And halfway through this first half, we've had 2 yellow cards, but as yet we are still goalless. Cards so far for number 12, Liam Boswell for the Hurricanes, and for number 17, John Sewer. Ball comes across. Singh goes up. Got the last touch. It looks like it came off a Hurricane, so it will be a goal kick. Once again, the Seawolves happy to take a bit of time, bit of a giveaway though, and Bayangana's there, plays it into Wheeler, who's got a bit of a heavy touch. Benner's there to pick it up. Inga Bonzi says he's going to try and have the shot here. He does, not a bad effort, and it needed a touch behind by Ratak. It didn't look as if he got a whole lot behind that there, the number 10. But it bounced just awkwardly in front of the goalkeeper, who was struggling to get across. And in the end, whether it was going in, it was difficult to see from this angle, but he thrust out a glove and decided just to put it behind for the corner kick. So an opportunity here maybe for the Hurricanes to use the wind. Looks like it's Bayangana. That's a good corner. It's over it comes. It's a Seawolves head that gets on the end of it. There's Crawford battling for it. And he wins the throw. It's Crawford. And he wins the throw again. Monroe is going to take this throw. Throws it in long, looks for McNally. Singh gets his head on it. It's cleared, and it's gone out behind for another Hurricanes corner. So pressure here by Holland College. Time it goes short. Bayangana's going to get it back. Chips it in. That's a good ball in. And Ratek was struggling a little bit. Again, though, the ball did go harmlessly wide. Again, Bonziza plays it forward, looking for Vinicius Boyd, who's been well marshalled so far. That's a good ball if McNally's going to get there, which he does. And he didn't really hit it with any conviction. The flag stayed down. And I think he got stuck in two minds there, the number 13. He probably had a little bit more space if he wanted even to try and take it around the goalkeeper from that angle. He decided to go first time, but he didn't get any real power behind it. And in the end, he rather side-footed in, and it wasn't a difficult save for Ratak. But probably the first time they've really been behind the back line there for the Hurricanes. It's going to be another throw on the far side. Ghana does well there in the midfield. Just loses direction a little bit, so it's picked up by Pintius, played forward. Sue tries to get on the end of it, and there's an opportunity here. Great opportunity, and it's shot low down. And a very good opportunity there. Good best chance so far for the Seawolves. Godura worked his way into the penalty area. He decided to go near post. He got the shot away, and Koval there was equal with an outstretched leg to keep the Seawolves off the scorecard. That's the best chance. So both teams have had good chances in the last few minutes. McNally for the Hurricanes. That's a corner comes in, but this time there's no danger. And Koval, as he's able to gather that. Long ball, looking forward for McNally. Uses his strength, does well. Here's an opportunity. Can he keep going forward? Still fighting for the ball. Still up there. Oh, he's gone down! Referee Deagle was right there. There looked to be contact, but referee was right on the spot. Didn't see anything wrong, and the Hurricanes still try and get something going. So game certainly opened up in the last 5 minutes or so. McNally there was through. Good bit of goalkeeping by Ratak, and then McNally went down under the challenge. And that's certainly given us a few things to think about, and goalkeeper Ratak is down as at this moment in time. He's in a little bit of discomfort. He's got an issue with his knee, gives an opportunity for the teams to head over to the bench for maybe a quick word of advice from the coach or a quick drink of water as the physio is called onto the field. It's a good opportunity for the coaches to try and fix a few things that they've seen and have to wait till half time. Just an opportunity too to repeat the shout out that we gave earlier on in the women's game earlier on this afternoon. Just a thank you and a congratulations to the folks at the UNBSJ athletics department for the wonderful information that they put on the website there. I was doing my research for the games this morning, and everything was there. All the rosters, details of all the players, great match reports from the previous week. Really was a great job, well done. So big shout out there to all the folks at the in the department at UNBSJ for the great work that they do in supporting their soccer teams. Certainly was very grateful for that. Sometimes it's not always easy to get the information when we're preparing for the games, but everything was in place. So kudos to you guys at UNBSJ. No doubt hoping that the men can come away with something from this game, just like the women did in their game earlier. Just joining us, that finished 1-1. UNBSJ took the lead in the 48th minute, and it took a late equaliser by the Hurricanes to get a point. So the girls will certainly be having a good bus ride back. They'll be probably very happy with their draw, and if the men can get something here this afternoon, I'm sure that will make for a much more pleasant ride home. Long way to go in this game yet, though, as thankfully Ratak seems to be okay. Few repairs, and the Seawolves come on the attack once again. Nice work on that far side by Cassidy's. Look dangerous on the left there. Good ball in. Lee is able to defend it. Here's Vigil. Chagonia. Opportunity for a shot maybe here. He's going to cut inside on his right foot. And didn't really get enough behind it to trouble goalkeeper Koval. And in the end, the ball just went behind for a goal kick. It's Cassidy again. Seeing lots of ball on that left-hand side. Good play, though, by Vigil to take it from him. Here's McNally. He's closed down quickly. Ball goes back to Cassidy. Back to Chagonia. UNB trying to find a way in. That's a good ball in. Lee had to get something on that. Singh plays it forward. Cleared by Boswell, and that's just going to run through to goalkeeper Attack. It's going to play long. That's a good ball if Sue can get on the end of it. Monroe's there first. Karui heads it on. Gallardo's coming to join in, but Monroe is there first, and the ball flicked off the Seawolves number 2 for a Hurricanes throw. Bonziza. Intercepted by Burnham. Once again, Cassidy's going to try and do something on that far side. Burnham continued his run back to Cassidy. Going to cut inside on his right foot. No, he's still got it. Ball comes across. Opportunity here. Karui was almost on the end of that. Here's Singh. Here's Vinicius Boyd. He's robbed. He's going to try and retrieve it, but Sir's there first. Goes into the penalty. Opportunity here, and is that a great and a second time? Koval has to make a save with his legs from the number 10, Gadura. The ball's still not clear. Ball's bouncing around. Oh, it looks as if it came off the arm. It did. 17 there, John Sue, but they looked a little bit all over the place there, the Hurricanes. Bit of desperate defending. It was Koval who, for the second time, had to make a good save. I think for the second time it was number 10, Gadura, who was denied. We've got another Seawolves player down. Just getting a stretch out there. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. I think it may have been Pintius that was down. So a bit of a let off there for the Hurricanes, who haven't really got 100% going yet in this game. Vinicius Boyd hasn't been on the ball as much maybe as Coach Voss would like. And McNally has been very in and out of the game as well, the two main creators from last week's game, but they do have a free kick. Let's see if they can do something here as we're 35 minutes into this first half. 10 minutes left. Score remains goalless. Bonziza is going to take this free kick. Pretty much the wind has almost died down now, so any advantages that we had at the start of the game seem to be there quite now. But that's not a bad ball in, but just a little bit too far ahead of Wheeler. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Cassidy plays it inside. It's flicked forward, away by Lee. Burnham's just going to knock this back to Ratak. Coach Voss calling the Hurricanes defenders forward. That is a slice clearance by the goalkeeper, so a throw in for the Hurricanes. Monroe is going to take. Singh goes forward. Good ball, looking for Karui, but it's put out of play by Boswell. One of two players cautioned in this first half by referee Deagle. The other being number 17 for the Seawolves, John Soup. Bonziza's there, does well. Looking for some help. Gets it away only as far as Brenner. Gonya can't really get that under control. He's going to struggle to keep that in. Indeed he doesn't, so it is going to be a throw on the far side for Ruben Vigil for the Hurricanes, who's going to leave it. Crawford. And that's a throw in once again to Holland College. Flags up on the far side, so it'll be another Hurricanes throw. Certainly a very pleasant afternoon now here, and bright September afternoon here in Cornwall. Going to be here tomorrow for the St. Thomas game, and it looks like the forecast is going to be good for tomorrow as well. So those of us that are out here in the elements, we're certainly glad to get that kind of forecast. I'm sure the players are quite happy for it too. Oh, a bit of a late challenge there. This could be a yellow card. It is. Ingabonziza is going to go in the book, so he becomes the third yellow card today for the Hurricanes. Tristan Ingabonziza from Rwanda. Second year bioscience technology student. So 3 cards, but no goals as yet. Not for certainly one for lack of effort. Nolan Koval's had to make a couple of good saves in the Hurricanes' goal. But looking quite assured in their build-up play. The Seawolves. That's going to be an offside, I think. No, referee flag stays down. Cassidy tries to get something going. Vigil's with him. Crawford's also going to come across, I think, but Cassidy goes back. Shagonya. Good defending by Vigil. Shagonya, though, is trying to find a way through. Ingabonziza comes through. I think the Seawolves were hoping the foul was going to be in their favour, but referee Deagle has pointed the other way. So it will be a free kick to the Hurricanes. Played long, looking forward to McNally. Good control. Shagonya comes over and foul, says referee Deagle. In fact, it was assistant referee Aziz there on the far side whose flag went up. I think Shagonya must have maybe said something, and he's going to get a talking to by the referee. And free kick comes in. It's not a great one. Shagonya's there first, just at the top of the area. He's able to get his head on it. Cassidy plays it forward. It's asking a lot, maybe, of Karui to get there, but he does. Ball just held up nicely. Nice turn there by the... Oh, and he's gone down, and referee gives it the other way. Well, interesting call there. Good defending by Lucas Lee. Used his body well. And in the end, I think it was Karui that lent into him a bit too much. And that is going to be a free kick to the Hurricanes. But he's been lively, as we said earlier there. The number 20 for St. John. Malak Karui. And here he is again, trying to put pressure on Lee. Forces a mistake. Cassidy plays it forward, but that shouldn't be a problem for Koval. There'll be a throw to the Seawolves. I think going into the half-time break, if it stays at this, at 0-0, I think Coach Ward will probably be the happier of the two coaches. His side have carried a good threat in this first half. The front three have been lively. Cassidy's been a threat there coming in on the left-hand side. Karui and Godora have been a handful too for the Hurricanes defense. Well, up front, it hasn't really clicked as much maybe as Coach Fosh would have been hoping in this first half. McNally's been a little bit of a peripheral figure, as is Wheeler. I'm sure he'll be happy to see both of them on the ball a little bit more. Once again, Karui does well, sends the ball across. Nice turn. Here's an opportunity again, and just wide this time by Sue. Good play again by the Seawolves, who are getting close. Their post play into the box has been very good. It's just their finishing that's just been letting them down at the moment. Goalkeeper Koval, as we said, has made 2 good saves. And it was a good turn there by Sue, but his shot just went wide. But they're looking confident, the Seawolves. You think that maybe half-time is almost upon us. You might think that they may want to maybe just carry on the momentum a little bit more in this first half. Certainly beneath me, I hear Coach Voss getting a little bit more animated as this first half has gone on. There's Monroe. Good challenge there by Sue. Didn't give Monroe any chance at all. And Gadura's in the middle. Oh, just overhit there by Sue, but he's put Lee under pressure. Bonzies is caught in possession now, and Sue comes away with it. He's got Cassidy on the left if he wants him. He uses him. He goes right-footed, and he finishes it with some style. The number 7 for the Seawolves has given him the lead. His 3rd goal in as many games. And an excellent goal there. It was well worked. They didn't give it up with number 17. Sue did well. The ball was played inside, and Cassidy took it on his right and he buried it there. This time Koval was not able to do anything with it. And you have to think on the balance of play, that is a good lead for the Seawolves in this first half. And a good time to score. They always say, right on the stroke of half-time is a bad time to concede. And Coach Voss is probably going to have to change his half-time talk a little bit. Trying to find a way to get his front players in the game more. Vinicius Boyd, McNally, as we said, Wheeler, they've all been just a little bit off par this afternoon, it seems. While the front 3 for the Seawolves have been excellent on their game. So that's the difference between these 2 teams at the moment. As we get the signal that we've got 2 minutes, and here is Vinicius Boyd coming through. 2 minutes extra is the goal there from 4th official. And once again, his Sue. Here's Singh, looking for some options. Nice touch there by Gadura. Singh there. Back to Sue. A lot of confidence in this play here by the Seawolves, you think? Good play there by the number 17 of the Seawolves. Gadura. Vinicius Boyd is having to do probably a bit more defensive work than he and his team would like. You have to say it's been a good first half for the Seawolves. I think they certainly deserve that lead on the balance of play. And once again, they're knocking it around nicely. Here's Gallardo. He puts the ball into the far post. Is Cassidy going to be able to get on the end of that? It looks like he is. The tormentor-in-chief, you think, in this first half, and it's his goal that separates the teams, and that's a good ball there that Koval's able to come out. That's a good throw, but just ahead of Vinicius Boyd. Looked in danger there as the ball almost came into our commentary box. Well in by Singh. Flicked on by Karui. And there is the half-time whistle. And a good first half for the St. John Seawolves. Coach Voss marches onto the field. I think he probably wants to get in and have a good word with his team. You'd think maybe after that first half, try and fix a few things, find a way for his team to get back into this. But we'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes or so for the second half. Thank you for joining us so far. Half time, if you're tuning in from St. John, I'm sure you'll be very pleased to hear the Seawolves lead by 1-0. So, welcome back to Terry Fox Sports Complex here in Cornwall for the second half of this ACAA men's game between the Holland College Hurricanes and the UNBSJ Sea Wolves, who have that one goal advantage. Goal scored by number 7, Griffin Cassidy, just before half time. So, we'll have to wait and see what happens in the second half. It looks like there might be a couple of changes. It looks like Nicholas Brown is in for the Hurricanes. Nathan Wheeler has Nathan Wheeler has gone off, so that'll mean a tactical change up front for Holland College. So we'll wait and see how that plays out. No doubt Coach Ward was very pleased with the way the Seawolves went about their business in that first half. So more of the same, I think, will be the message for the St. John guys. Well, the Hurricanes are going to try and find a way back into this game. So Brown is in. Looks like he's going to take up a position on the right-hand side. Ruben Vigil has moved into a more central position. Vigil, who's been a good goal scorer in the Ireland Senior Men's League for this past season, so he knows where the net is. So he looks like he's playing forward. McNally looks like he's pushed forward a little bit more too. So we'll wait and see if these changes have any positive effect for the Hurricanes. As Monroe plays the ball down for Vigil, who, for the first time, really has sort of got forward in a threatening way. The pass didn't quite make it back to him, so the Seawolves can try and build something, but it's intercepted. Here's Singh. Cassidy, the goal scorer. Chagonia plays it forward. Looks for Godera, but that is going to go through the goalkeeper Koval, who before the Seawolves had scored had made a couple of fine saves. So the threat was there throughout the first half from St. John. And it was a good strike by number 7, Griffin Cassidy, that gave them the lead there on the stroke of the half. Once again, if you're joining us, wherever you're joining us from, whether you're a Holland College fan or fan of the Seawolves, thank you for tuning into the broadcast. We're very pleased to bring it for you today. We've got Sam on the camera in the second half and Corbin behind the controls. And the Seawolves are coming forward again, and Bangana put a good challenge in there on the lively John Sue, and that is going to be another corner to the Seawolves. Early chance here then for the Seawolves. It's taken left-footed. It's a good corner, and Singh was there at the back post. It looked like he got the final touch, so it will be a goal kick. Ball goes back to Ratak. Chips it forward, looking for Sue. Just got past Monroe there, and Boswell came over and got a bit of a crunch for his pains there by Sue, the number 17. Ball goes in, Gadara goes down, but nothing in that, and that will be a goal kick. Chagonia gets it back, looks for some options, and he's just to find Cassidy. Flicked on there by Pintius. Oh, and that's a chance here. And once again, it was the lively Karui who was almost on the end of that. And Bangana goes down. And that will be a free kick to the Hurricanes. Bonziza, that's a good ball out to Vinicius Boyd. Trying to give him a little bit of space to run, but his pass is off target. Bennett goes down, but there's Gallardo. Down to Sue. So it's good footwork there, the number 17. And Gallardo skips past that challenger Monroe. He's got a chance to cross. He just drives it into the near post. It's cleared. Back though to Gallardo. Swings it across. That's better. This has to be dealt with by Crawford. On as far as Sue again. Ali battling for that on the halfway line. Singh knocks it forward. Sue again. Back to Gallardo. Sue gets it back. Boswell comes across to cover. Certainly keeping the pressure on in that corner. The ball's not cleared. Oh, they made a bit of a mess of it back there. Brown is still not away, and here's a chance. And a bit of a push there. And at the end, it was a corner. It certainly wasn't the most convincing defending there by the Hurricanes. A couple of missed kicks and a challenge which may, on another day, have resulted in a different decision. But a corner kick is what is finally decided. But again, it's those questions that the Seawolves forwards are asking of the Hurricanes' defence. Ball gets swung over. Players are down, headed on by, looks like Crawford, who managed to get his header to Vigil. He plays it down the line. McNally's going to hold this up if he can. It's well crowded though. And we're going to get another card here. McNally went down and Cassidy sort of pleads his innocence. Left McNally in a bit of a heap and he slowly gets to his feet, so Cassidy becomes the fourth player in the game to be shown a caution this afternoon by referee Deagle. That's 2 cautions each now for each team. Vinicius Boyd tries to find Monroe. Good defending there by Sue, got back there quickly on his marker. Bennett goes back. Good clearance by Raytak. Oh, once again, it was the Lally Carew who was after that, but Kovar was quickly off his line. Hurricanes try and build something from the back. By Ngana to Vinicius. By Ngana, he's going to look long. Once again, he's going to find Colby Monroe, but a over-exuberant challenge, I think it's fair to say, by number 2 Gallardo, so that'll be a free kick for the Hurricanes. Chance for them to send something maybe into the penalty area and look for McNally. No, they go short, but it's lackadaisical, I guess, is the, and now from that the Seawolves are able to sort of bring the ball away with Sewer. Good ball in, and Carew almost got on the end of that. But that all stemmed from an indecisive free kick by the Hurricanes. Oh, bit of a weak pass if McNally. Now is an opportunity now. Can McNally get forward? He shows up his opportunity. Nice save. Oh, and it was a good save when it needed to be by Ratak. It was the first mistake really we've seen from the Seawolves in this game. McNally did well. Didn't really finish it maybe with the conviction that it needed. But the goalkeeper did very well, Ratak. Just as we saw in the first half from Koval, made a good save with his legs. And that's a foul. Burnham come through the back of McNally. So things are heating up a little bit here. We're seeing a few challenges come in. A few questions being asked of referee Deagle. But some optimism there for the Hurricanes. Arguably their best chance. Went for placement rather than power, and in the end that allowed the goalkeeper to make the save. They have another opportunity here with the free kick. Bunziza takes it in, chips it in, and that's going to go harmlessly wide. Too far ahead of everybody, and we're going to see a change for the Seawolves. Looks like number 22, Callan Lamb, is going to come into the game, and John Sue is coming off. Well, that's a little bit of a surprise, maybe. Whether he may just have a little bit of a knock or a strain. Certainly put in the effort, so he certainly deserves a rest. And this is 10 minutes into the second half. I can't imagine that'll be his race run for the afternoon. He's been very impressive, causing a lot of problems for the Hurricanes' defence. But he's off, and Callan Lamb is in, and Lamb has gone to play forward. Right now, the Hurricanes try and put some pressure on the Seawolves back line. It is going to be a throw to St. John. Certainly get the, you can certainly hear the noise now. The game is just raising its temperature a degree or two. As Hurricanes try and find a way back into this game. Gadura plays it forward. Nice turn by Karui, but looking for a foul there, but referee Deagle was right there. Said Lee was playing that quite fairly. Did look as if he went to ground a little bit easily, which referee Deagle was right on top of. Here's Ngabadzina, who almost lost out there. Pentius, but now here's Brown. Certainly a bit more desire, I guess, is the word you could say so far we're seeing from the Hurricanes. I'm sure Coach Voss had a few words to say at half-time. Certainly they've raised it degree or two in this second half to date. But Ziza looks for some options. It's going to have to go back. It's Crawford. And Ghana. Looks for Monroe. Well intercepted by the number 2 Gallardo, who was the Seawolves athlete of the week this last week, the number 2 for St. John. Second-year player from Moncton. Singh. He goes forward. Lamb's going to chase that. Boswell puts it out of play. No, stays in. But only good play there. Nice play by Gadura. No problems. The goalkeeper Koval. Garner is caught. So it was Bunziza that was caught in possession then. Is Cassidy. Brown comes across. Ball plays in. That's gone to the far post, and Monroe had to deal with that because Lamb was coming in on that far side. He got a couple of deflections. But once again, it was the number 7, Griffin Cassidy, who was causing a problem or two for the Hurricanes' back line. Comes in, it's cleared, but it's going to be another corner. Chigagno will probably look to try and get a little bit more purchase on this one. Swung in, that's more towards the penalty spot. Big Bunziza got his head. Ooh, a bit of a ball was bouncing around there. Don't let the ball bounce is the old adage, and it did. The goalkeeper Koval was there. Singh is on vigil. He plays it forwards, and good challenge there by Chigagno on McNally. Once again, it's just not giving those Hurricanes forwards any chance to breathe. Try and get forward and do something creative. Here's Lamb. Gadura has been good today for the Seawolves, number 10. Singh plays the ball forward, but that's going to be too far ahead of Karui. Bonziza tries to send it wide, but it just went behind Monroe. No action on either bench. Here's Singh trying to drive forward from the Seawolves. Ball's bouncing around a little bit. Ooh, good strong challenge there by Monroe, but Gallardo, and there's a bit of pushing by Lamb and Monroe. And Singh also decides to get in on the act a little bit. I don't think maybe the St. John substitute was too enamored with that challenge by Monroe. Certainly went in hard. And it's going to be no more than a talking to from referee Deagle. And another yellow card has come out there, I think, for throwing the ball away. I think it may have been to... Difficult to see who got the yellow card there. I think it may have been Singh, but I'm not 100% certain on that one. Either way, it is the 5th yellow card of the game, and I guess we'll see if it matters anything if there's a second one shown. But McNally's trying to get his way through. And challenges are starting to fly in a little bit now. The benches are becoming a little bit more vocal. Monroe and Garner trying to shield the ball, but he's under pressure. Monroe gets it back. Has to go into the midfield. Megan Bonziza. Intercepted by Lamb. Here's Vinicius Boyd. He goes down. And that's going to be a throw again to the Hurricanes. Monroe certainly involved in the thick of the action in this half. The fullback sends it in left-footed. Brown tries to get it under control. Another good strong challenge there coming in. Shagonya. A little bit of space to move into. Balls come in. It's Karui trying to find something. Garuda, good ball to Lamb. He's got a little bit of space. I was just overhit it a little bit. Can he keep it in? He can't. .63 minutes on the clock. Still 1-0 to UNBSJ. Courtesy of that goal a few minutes before half-time by number 7, Griffin Cassidy. And we've seen another, it looks like number 10, Gadura. I was in a good position to hear what he said. I know he was asking for consistency. Referee Deagle didn't take too kindly to that advice. And he's getting a yellow card for his troubles. So by my accounts, I think that is the 6th yellow card shown. So there's a few players now that are going to be on a tightrope. That one was a little bit unnecessary by Abdurrahman Gadura. He didn't need to get involved there with Mr. Deagle. And he said something out of turn. The referee didn't like too much, and it is another yellow card. So, as I say, the temperature is certainly rising a little bit as this game continues with the Sea Wolves leading by that 1 goal. There's Cassidy. Singh. Vigil won the foul. Ghana. Bit of a loose pass, so the Hurricanes have to start again. It's Ghana again. Played forward by Lee, but only as far as Cassidy. Baziza tries to work away, does well. And a trip there by Pinchas. This time there is no card shown. It's a good ball out wide. Can Vinicius Boyd use a little bit of space? He hasn't been able to really get going now. This ball's played in. Flag's gone up on this side. And that is an offside decision against McNally in the middle. Assistant referee Jason Eden well on track with that one, as we're going to see another change for the Seawolves, and it's going to be number 3. Rich Neves that's coming in. So Neves coming in. And Gadura has gone off. So one of those with a yellow card now takes a seat. Been lively, had a good game so far. The number 10, Gadura. But Neves is on there, the number 3. Here's Cassidy, sends it in. Here is the substitute. Cassidy goes forward. Bazzina manages to get sort of half a clearance. He manages to find Vinicius Boyd. He goes back. Ghana goes forward. Loose touch though by McNally. Played forward, and that's a good ball, and here's an opportunity! And a fine finish by number 20, Malek Karui, has given the Seawolves a 2-0 lead. The ball was played forward, it just found that space between the central defenders. Goalkeeper Kowal tried to come out, he didn't quite get there in time. And in the end, number 20, Malek Karui, has given the St. John Seawolves a 2-goal lead here in the 68th minute. And if it wasn't a tough climb before for the Hurricanes to get back into this, the mountain has suddenly got a lot steeper. And you have to say, on the balance of play, it's probably something that they deserved this afternoon. They've just shown that little bit more intensity, maybe a little bit more creativity with their front players. Karui's been dangerous all afternoon. And that was that just sniff of a goal he was waiting for. And now suddenly it's 2-0. But can the Hurricanes hit back straight away? Good header there by Burnham. Cassidy picks it up. Nice touch there by the substitute. That's a good ball. And here's Karui again. He's got a run on here on Boswell if he can get a chance. Boswell puts a good challenge in. And he's given a penalty. Does he? No, he's given a goal kick. We looked at the decision there. It certainly would have been a harsh penalty, but one of those where they see the referee pointing, but it was for the goal kick. It's Cassidy. He falls to the ground as Bonziza tries to bring something forward. That's a good ball. What can Vigil do here? Is Brown. Singh there with an important touch. Is McNally. Can he get the ball out under his feet? The ball's blocked. Chagonia does well to keep it in, but it's picked up by Vigil. Tries to run in, but only runs into Burnham, who wins a good tackle, and Cassidy is there. Good pressure by McNally. So 70 minutes now on the clock. St. John. Seawolves lead by 2-0 here at a sunny Terry Fox Sports Complex in Cornwall. And what can the Hurricanes find now to try and find a way back into this game? Here's Brown. Goes into the midfield, looking for Bayangana. But Caesar is under pressure well, but does well to play out of that. Pintius looks for Lamb. Just to keep it in, does he? No, ball's gone out of play. Vinicius, who immediately had 3 players around him in white shirts. That's why he's not been able to really create so much today. Immediately he gets the ball, there's somebody on him, just as there was then, and again he's crowded out. Once again, St. John are able to bring the ball away. That's been their the way they've operated today. They've worked hard, they've won the ball back, and they've been able to be creative in those key areas. Brown plays it forward to McNally. And Gabonziza. Oh, loose touch there by Evans, number 3. It's Brenner. To Lamb. Is Singh. Chagonia. The goal scorer, Karui. Once again, he's slipped away from his marker. Bayangana, though, manages to find Vinicius Boyd. Once again, the Seawolves are quickly back in position. Every time the Hurricanes try and get some position forward, there's always 8-9 players behind the ball ready to defend and win the ball back. Here's Crawford. Goes to the penalty spot. That's over McNally's head, but it's bounced loose to Vinicius on the far side. Is he able to find a bit of space here? No, once again, he's crowded out. Bayangana wins the ball and wins the throw. The throw is off target. That really sums up, I think, a little bit of what's gone on with the Hurricanes today. Just misfiring at times. We'll have to see what Coach Voss is able to do in this final 17 minutes. Is there a way back for the Hurricanes at this moment? You have to say it's the way it is at the minute. It's looking a little bit unlikely. Goalkeeper Raitak has been challenged really just the once there in the second half when McNally was through. Goalkeeper Raitak made a good save, but he hasn't been put under enough pressure, I imagine, for Coach Voss's pleasure. Ball's played forward. Easily picked up there by Koval. Good pressure again there by Singh in the midfield, winging the ball back, and he wins a free kick. Good play there by number 23 for the Seawolves, Rajtesh Singh. Played a good role in that midfield today. He's broken up a lot of the play for the Hurricanes. Here's another opportunity for UNBSJ maybe to get another shot on goal. It's a fair way out, but they do have a little bit of wind at their back here, so a good strike might well cause a problem. Singh's gone over it left footed. As Cassidy goes along the floor and went all the way along the ground there. And goalkeeper Koval had to hustle and get across. I think that was just creeping into the corner. In the end, it was a good save by the goalkeeper, but it is going to be a corner for the Seawolves. Shigonya's going to take it. Driven in again. It's a good corner. Good header by Bayangana. Penny back to Shigonya though. What can the Seawolves do? Bennett just drives it in. Shigonya's there. Busy game he's had, the number 5. Gallardo to Lamb. Nice dummy there. Lamb's able to put a good cross in there, and Koval though can come out and grab. And now what can the Hurricanes do? Boziza tries to play the ball in for McNally. That's a good flick if Vigil can get on the end of it, but Burnham's there, reads it very well and puts a good slide tackle in. Snuffs out the danger before it can develop. Here's Cassidy. Back to Shigonya. It's gone out of play. More urgency, says Coach Voss down below us. Trying to find a way somehow for the Hurricanes to get on the scoreboard and find a way back into this game. Good turn there by Brown. Plays it forward. Nally almost on the end of that. Ratak came forward. Clear the ball at the top of his penalty area. Once again, Singh is there to put a good clearance in. Crawford wins it. Singh again, and that's not just a clearance. That's a very good pass out to Cassidy here on the left-hand side. Cuts inside as if Lee wasn't there. Drove it in. But Koval was able just to gather that without too many difficulties. It's played forward. Brenner's able to deal with that, clears it. Karui went down there. I don't think he was ever going to get the ball because the bounce had probably beaten both him and the defender. But either way, there was a bit of contact in the back. And another free kick for the Seawolves. You suspect are in no great rush to take any of these free kicks right now. Leading by 2-0, and just 11 minutes left on the scoreboard to the left of us. Burnham drives it in. St. John trying to build something. Here's Cassidy again. Can he find a little bit of space? He did. This time, though, his shot goes wide of the far post. And the Hurricanes try and take this goal kick quickly. Bayangana. Oh, it's a bit of a loose pass, though. And Singh, once again, is there to pick it up. Been very tidy today, the number 23 for the Seawolves. One of a number of players who've had good games, and the ball comes across, and Cassidy got on the end of it, and that was a good save by Koval. That's 3 at least good saves the goalkeeper has made today. Cassidy there almost with the second goal of the afternoon. He just hit it into the ground, which meant that the ball flew up. And in the end, Koval was able just to tip it over. Corner to the Seawolves as the clock ticks past the 80-minute mark. Ball comes over and his Singh there drives it in! And the third goal for the Seawolves. And a well-deserved goal there for number 23, Ravtesh Singh. You have to maybe ask a question or two as to how he had so much space in the penalty area. But he took his time, he drilled a low shot right past Koval. And you have to think now that is it for the Holland College Hurricanes as they go 3 goals. They look a little bit dejected now. Few hands on hips. 1 or 2 inquests going on there as to maybe why Singh was allowed so much space. But it was a good finish, and he's had a good game there, the number 23 for the Seawolves. One of a number of players who's had a good game this afternoon for sure. And his performance has probably deserved that goal. It's Vinicius Boyd. Just hasn't worked for him today. I think the Seawolves must have really identified him as the threat. Certainly if they saw the tape from last week's game, they would have known that Vinicius was the key player. And they've made sure that he's been heavily marked today. Once again, he's crowded out before he's able to put anything together. Here's Cassidy. Draws the foul from Lee. I see a couple of changes now for Holland College as Coach Voss hopefully maybe he's packed his magic beans in his bag because he needs a magic trick now really for the last 10 minutes. We're going to see Nathan Wheeler's going to come back into the game, as is Matteo Osorio, who's going to make his first appearance of this afternoon. It's number 10, Ingo Badziza and Chad McNally, who've gone off. So an opportunity for one of these substitutes or both substitutes to make a name for themselves now. Foul by Vigil. Here's Brown. Here's Vigil. Tries to just runs into the brick wall, which is number 14, Ryan Benner today. That's a good ball. And here's Cassidy. He certainly enjoyed himself this afternoon. 3 goals in as many games for the number 7, wearing the captain's armband for UNBSJ. Tries to show a trick or two, but goes down a little bit too easily. Osorio can only clear as far as Penteus. Shigonya drives it into Cassidy, who gets the ball back. Here comes Lee again. And an opportunity now for the Seawolves to make a couple of changes as well. Number 11, Ashton Engel, is going to come into the game, as is Jackson Holmes. So Engel and Holmes are coming in. And it's going to be Griffin Cassidy who's come off. He can certainly be pleased with his efforts today. An excellent effort there by the number 7. And the scorer of the second goal is also coming off, Malek Karui. So 2 goal scorers this afternoon for the Seawolves are taking a well-earned break. With 6 minutes left, Burnham has put the captain's armband on and the game is carried on, and we have an offside decision. So if it does stay like this, the Seawolves will continue their unbeaten start to the season. They'll have 7 points out of a possible 9. While the Hurricanes will fall to their second defeat. They'll have 3 points from a possible 9. Still lots of the season to go, of course. Substitute Neves gets caught. Zengel the substitute. That's a good ball inside. It's picked up though by Ngana. Wheeler's touch, just letting him down. Understandable if he's a little bit rusty. He hasn't played soccer for quite a while. Been at least a 6-week layoff for Nathan Wheeler at the end of the soccer season on PEI and first couple of weeks here of the season for Holland College. But one of the highly rated young players that have come through the PEI system this past year. Vigil manages to win that, but once again Singh is there, as he's done all afternoon, just to tidy up the bits and pieces. That's a good ball there. Looking for number 11, Engel. Sorio. Chigonia picks it up. Certainly you look around this Seawolves team and every player out there today has had a good game. There's another opportunity, and once again Koval is called into action. Again, it was just a ball really that was played forward that wasn't dealt with. Substitute Holmes was almost on the end of it. We're going to get another change for the Hurricanes. First action for number 8, Dominic Sherrard. So Sherrard is coming in, and number 11, Carson Crawford, is going off. So Sherrard is in. Free kick to the Hurricanes. And one of the consolations for Coach Voss is that he does have a chance to make quick amends with a game tomorrow afternoon, which we will have for you here against the St. Thomas Tommies. It's always the good thing about a double-header weekend, but now they've got a bit of defending to do, and it's number 4. And another good finish, and this time it is the substitute, Mitch Neves, who scored. And the celebrations in the corner, as you can see, are well merited. And that puts the icing on the cake for St. John this afternoon. Mitch Neves, the scorer of the 4th goal. And that's going to be a very happy journey home back to St. John this evening for these guys. You have to say, on the start of the season they've had and the performance, what we've seen this afternoon, they look a very, very good team for this year's Atlantic Conference. Been a long, long time since Holland College have been on the receiving end of such a scoreline. But all congratulations to Coach Ward and his team for the way they've gone about their business this afternoon. They've been excellent right from the goalkeeper right through to to every substitute that's been used. Chance though for maybe Holland College to get something on the board. Ball comes across from Wheeler, but Ratak who hasn't really been busy enough, I'm sure, for Coach Voss's liking. I know there'll be some questions maybe asked on the goals that they've conceded, but from an attacking standpoint today, the Hurricanes have not been really at the races. And apart from a good chance for McNally in the second half, Ratak has had a pretty quiet afternoon today. Just waiting for a decision maybe from the 4th Division on how many minutes left. Didn't see a signal. In fact, I think the 4th Division has gone off early. I don't see him down there. Oh, we get the signal. 2 minutes. You have to say probably 2 minutes that St. John would happily play for another 22 minutes the way they've gone about their business this afternoon. But for the Hurricanes, I think they'll be more than happy to hear the final whistle at this point. So before we leave, just a thank you to everybody for joining in for our broadcasts this afternoon. Got Sam on the camera and Corbin in the controls behind me, so we're all pleased to bring you this broadcast. And we will be back here tomorrow. From a Holland College perspective, if you're a Hurricanes fan, hoping to get back into the win column tomorrow when St. Thomas come. I'm sure Coach Voss will be doing his best to rally the troops before tomorrow's game. Put this one behind them as quickly as they can. We have the women's game for you at 1 o'clock, and then the men's game once again will be at 3:15. And thankfully, I think the forecast is looking okay for tomorrow. At least I hope so. And there we have the final whistle. Delight for the Seawolves. They go and congratulate each other. There's a lot of happy players out there today for St. John. Dejection for the Hurricanes. Some of the players put their hands on their hips and look down to the ground and wonder where it went wrong. Will they have a chance to fix it for tomorrow? That's the good thing, as we say, about this conference. The games come thick and fast for St. John. A happy bus ride home for them and for the women who got a good draw earlier on as well. 7 points out of 9 for St. John. 3 points out of 9 for the Hurricanes. Thank you very much all for joining us this afternoon. We're going to leave you with a final score of Holland College 0, St. John, UNB St. John Seawolves 4.